concept, the name, who we were trying to attract, why we were attracting them, and anyway, it was an interesting process. But I think that you can kind of get lost up in all the different processes when it comes to finding a niche, I guess you could say, in that type of market. I mean, whittling that down to, let's say, more of a target or, let's say, zone area when you're coming to your marketing. Do you feel that, in today's day, the broad spectrum of people going in and advertising to a vast amount of people when they're trying to target a small area really works with as expensive as advertising is going today?
So let me make sure I understand your question.
I think it was kind of all over the board.
That's okay. So your question, you're asking, is relative to, let's say I own give me a specific example. I may say I own a dental office.
Okay, a dental office here in near
is localized.
As a localized.
So you're asking me basically, does it make sense for them to spend money on a national city campaign, like a television broadcast
Correct.
campaign,
as opposed to
more of a localized guerrilla marketing tactic
Correct.
that could possibly even lower their budget?
Correct.
Okay, well, let me just say this. Media has become very affordable for the small business. And my personal mission as the founder of the Hub Market is to share that good news with people. If I own a dental shop or a barber shop or a restaurant in a local market, I could run television spots in my local area. Like if I'm in Katy, I could run in Katy. If I'm in Pearland, I could run it in Pearland. If I'm in Baytown, I could run it in the Baytown area. Or Pasadena, I could run it in Pasadena. And I could run a 30-second television spot for as little as $5 each. So it becomes very affordable for the small business, really. So you can localize that television commercial if it's within your budget. So to answer your question, I don't think there's no such thing as bad marketing at all. I mean, really, all marketing works. I don't care what you throw. You throw at the wall. You throw enough stuff on the wall, something's going to stick, right?
Sure.
So there's no such thing as bad marketing. So whether you do flyer distribution, or you do banners, or you hire a street team, or picketers, one of the great ideas that I think, especially on a beautiful day like this, if you have 40 or 50,000 cars driving by here in this coffee shop today, what a great idea. Why not hire some positive picketers? It's inexpensive. These guys can co-op it all along the shopping center. There's a tavern,
Sure.
There's a Italian restaurant, there's a Chinese restaurant, there's a haircut place, and there's a coffee shop. Co-op it. Hire 5 students out here. It's going to cost you probably $80 for the day to have each, because you collectively will pay them to pick
Sure.
it. You're going to pay these students. If you each paid $80, you had 5 people. That's $80 per student. How many students would stand out there for $80 a day for an 8-hour period? That's a good work wage for them.
$10 an hour.
Yeah,
I mean, realistically,
that's really good.
Sure.
Give them coffee, give them lunch, right?
Right.
All right. Have them stand out here and pick it, but a positive message about this shopping center.
Something kind of fun or
something
coy
fun.
or just something, like you said with the video, just something kind of silly.
Exactly.
But it's going to attract.
Right, signs, T-shirts, and just attract attention. That's what the first step with anybody is, getting their attention. So I don't care what kind of advertising it is; it's about getting somebody's attention. Once you get their attention, then you got to build some interest, and then you got to build some desire, conviction for them to take action.
Sure.
So that's just one idea that. So again,
I
there's
often
no
wondered
such
though-
there's no such thing as a bad idea in marketing.
Right.
You just got to think.
Keep pitching till you win and,
right.
and be creative.
We're just one idea away from.
Our greatest moment.
That's right. And sometimes it takes thinking outside the box
Sure. Being different.
and being very different.
Being unique. Interesting.
So where are you from, Carlos?
I'm actually born and raised here in Houston, Texas.
Very good.
I'm a native Houstonian. I'm 43 years here in the Houston area, except
Yeah.
for the 5 years I lived up in Austin while I went to college at UT. But
Very good.
Houston is my home. My family's from San Antonio, and anyway, I live near here in the Heights area.
And you work in a regular job, and you also are an entrepreneur. You represent a couple of other venues that you're starting to develop some of these entrepreneur concepts. So,
I think I'd have to say that I am definitely an entrepreneur at heart.
yeah.
Sometimes I doubt that from time to time because I'm not sure if I'm really doing all that I should be doing. But
Sure.
with this new decade in 2010, I've made a lot of promises to myself that these next 10 years are going to be a lot different than the past 10 years. So to answer your question, I currently work for a small localized publication selling their advertising and way in which that they can connect with small to mid-sized business owners with the community.
Right.
That's one job that I'm doing. I just recently started that. And then I also work for a health and wellness company out of Dallas
Okay.
selling their products.
Okay. Very good. Very good. That's great. So, are you going to get out to do some early voting at all, or
I think I am going to do some early voting.
are you? Fantastic.
Yeah, I am.
Very good. Well,
I'm
that's
just gonna really actually just get out today. I've got
Isn't
some
it a
cold
beautiful day
calling.
today?
It's phenomenal. The last 2 days, and I think
It's
other
one of the
than-
things I love about growing up in Houston. I grew up in Houston, inside the inner loop in Bel Air, and I remember the summer, some of the summer days here, or the fall days, or the days like this where you get to wear a little jacket. It's kind of cool, but it's beautiful. I mean, I love that weather.
This is what makes Houston totally bearable.
Absolutely does.
Because I know that coming up here in the summer, if it was anything like last summer, it's going to be a brutal one. And
Yep.
we've had kind of a bizarre winter this year. It's the coldest winter I think we've had in a long time. I think we got the snow twice here in the last month, or not month, in the last couple of months.
Hey, well, let me tell you about somebody. Cammie Cooper is watching us today. Cammie Cooper is one of our photographers, and
Hey, Cammie.
she's sprained her ankle. That's why she's not here today. But you can learn about Cammie Cooper at Cammie Cooper, CAMMIE.com. Cammie Cooper is a local photographer. She shoots anything with the exception of sports. So whether it's a store location, food, people, you name it, she does it. So if you're watching us, go ahead and log in and chat with us. Tell us who you are, the name of your business, as well as your phone number, and we'll make sure to give you a plug. I just happen to know Cammie Cooper's website because she's one of our service providers with the Hub Market.
Fantastic.
Well, hey, it was great talking to you.
Likewise, Ed, thank you.
We got some other businesses here that we're going to talk to.
Awesome.
We got Leroy Gibbons and possibly some other people that were here. I don't know where they're at now, but maybe they can come on up and we can talk to them.